Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Tonyo here from Poppa Homes. We'll be talking about turning credit into wealth by using the power of real estate. It's a nice, beautiful day here in Shreveport, Louisiana. Doing a little rainy, so kind of cooling things off, keeping this major heat up off our backs. So pretty cooled off, around by 85 today. So everything looking pretty well. So, but besides that, I'll tell you the reason why I'm making this video here. We got a flip here, me and my partner. We got a flip here that we're trying to close out. Been pending for maybe a couple weeks now. And so, got the inspection report done. Got the pest report that was done the other day. And I think the last thing that's left is the appraisal. And that's pretty much the routine of when you're selling the property. And those the order that it go in. Number one, you get a accept agreement, execute a contract, those pending, and if they're using some type of funding, FHA, whatever, they got to get an inspection. It's mandatory, and the pest people come out. Make sure there's no pests, and you have appraisal. Make sure the price is in the ballpark of what you're trying to sell the house for, and you make it to the closing date. But I'll tell you the reason why I'm making the video today, and so that you guys can understand something about real estate. And I'm gonna tell you the good and the bad and the ugly is when it comes to getting an inspection on a house. Now, first, let me get this out the way first. I love my inspectors. All the guys who inspect my properties that I'm able to acquire, and they're able to come in and do a full inspection report. So any of you guys out there in real estate will understand inspections. Guys come to your house, and they're there anywhere from 3 to 5 hours, depending on how big this house is. And those guys are dissecting that property from A to Z. They're in the attic, they're on top of the roof. You got a basement, they're in the basement. I've been walking around the house, they're looking for cracks, looking for the foundation issues. They're running all the water in throughout the house. Make sure all the water work. I want to make sure all faucets are getting hot. Got cold water as well. Make sure the hot water heater is running fine. Making sure your AC unit is running at top capacity. Making sure all these things are running in an appropriate state for this potential buyer. Okay? And that makes sense. So it doesn't matter if I got one because I'm flipping a house. I'm trying to buy this property and see what all wrong with this property, and pretty much decide whether or not I want to buy this house based off the inspection report. And also, I use my great inspectors to pretty much let my contractor know when it comes to plumbers, electricity guys, HVAC guys, foundation guys. These are the things that the these are the things that the inspector found that we need to address ASAP. Not only do we need to address it when this house is all good and done, when somebody wants to buy the house, when they get an inspection, chances are we're going to be able to uncover those types of things. We'll be able to take care of those types of things. But here's the thing here for this video here. So I wanted to let people know we like our inspectors. They do a great job. These guys work hard to give me all the details I need to buy a house, because I'm going on his expertise. Yeah, do I know a lot about a house? Yeah, but you got to get these people in on the legal side of it, so that we can know exactly what are the roadblocks, the pitfalls into this property, and whether or not this is going to be a safe investment or not. So, by saying that, what I'm about to say is going to resonate with investors out there, not regular people who want to buy a house, not them, but investors. When you're buying a house, the inspector is your best friend. selling the house, the inspector is not so great friend of yours. Not because of anything he's doing wrong. It's just that the inspector gets paid to find stuff. It doesn't matter if it's a new construction. They get paid to find stuff. No matter how small those items are. So what I want to educate you guys in this video is when you're flipping the houses, number one, let's just make sure our contractors do all things that we can do to make sure this house is right. Okay, once we check that off. Now, number two, when I'm dealing with a lot of my partners and when we flip the houses together, sometimes you can over flip a house. Sometimes you can do a little bit of everything, and you just thinking, oh yeah, they gonna look at that. Oh yeah, they gonna think about that. Oh yeah, let's change that. And my motto on things that are not mechanical with a house is that if it looks good and everything functions the way it's supposed to function, let's put it on the market and let's allow our potential buyers, if they don't like a certain cabinet color, if they don't like a certain trim or something, if that's something that they don't like, then yes, we can probably change it if it's reasonable. Okay, if it's reasonable. Okay, so I tell guys, don't go visual looking through a house trying to think about what the potential buyers gonna be thinking and say that you'll change that. If you do that, you guys are gonna be spending money out your butt, and you'll never flip a house because you want that thing perfect. And it's not gonna be perfect. It's just gonna be great enough for someone to come in and say, yeah, I want this house, and yeah, can you change a few things? Great, let's make it happen. So I'm heading over here to our property now, and we got the inspection report back from the potential buying agent, and that's a lot of stuff on there. I see some cosmetic stuff on there, but there's a few things on there that I don't too much care for. One thing about the inspector got on top of the roof, and yeah, maybe a couple of those boots maybe need to be changed, but the roof doesn't need to be changed. The roof is great, it's not leaking and nothing like that. And I've been on top of that roof a number of times. I even had to get on top of the roof to pretty much blow some straws off that roof, probably, I don't know, about a month and a half ago. So I done been on top of the roof, so the roof is fine. So basically, overall, you know, we're gonna go through this whole inspection report, and we're gonna see what we got here. They even had an inspection report about, because they sent a few cracks outside. Normal wear and tear houses, we can go through every neighborhood around here, any brick masonry type of house, and find some form of cracks. There's difference between some cracks, normal settlement of a house versus foundation issues. There's no foundation issues like that. And the AC unit been blowing all summer. It's been 100-some degrees every other day or so. That's great. I think they said something about the AC unit, but there's a lot of odd stuff inside that report that I'm gonna look at, and me and my partner, we're gonna look at it and see what makes sense. And all those major mechanical things, we'll get some licensed people to come out there and just sign off on it and say, hey, those things are great, it's fine. But if you want to change a boot or two on the roof, we don't care about doing that. But at the end of the day, you have to go over that inspection report, guys, and see what makes sense on what you want to change in that report. Okay, things you want to address. And that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to give you guys a bird's eye view on us covering those items, and what we're going to change into the house, and what we're going to say, no, we just keep that the way it is. Because with this potential buyer, don't want to give away too much stuff. We're doing a few things to get this over the finish line for this particular buyer. So we're going to definitely do our due diligence, but we're not going to go over the top. So you guys stay tuned. Let's take a look at this inspection report. Hey, before you go, make sure you take a moment, go in the description. You want to be a homeowner this year? Get Poppa Home First Time Home Buyers Kit. Is right here in the description. Free of charge, 9 to 10 pages, show you from A to Z how to get approved for a lender. Matter of fact, we will provide the lender for you so you can have a chance to get you a no down payment assistance where you can walk into a house with no money out of your pocket. Totally free, right here in the description. Also, it has the list of our properties that's on market now that are for sale as well. So you have properties to pick from once you get approved. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe here to the channel, and let's do deals.